chosen the way of truth. Thy judgments have I laid before me. Moses said in Hebrews chapter 11, verse 25, he says, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God than to enjoy the pleasure of sin for a season. So my brothers and sisters, I encourage you to choose and to choose wisely, because in the Lord there is so many great things. There's so many great things, so many good and precious promises that God has for his people. And the only thing he asks you to do is to choose. Choose life or death. You can choose life when you choose Jesus Christ, my brothers and sisters. So on this Monday, I would say unto you, make a choice. We have a choice to make. Regardless of what you do, there's a choice that you must make. Keep in front of you, Almighty God. Keep on both sides of you love and kindness. Keep under you an unquenchable fire. Keep behind you all your fears, doubts, and failures. Keep above you an opening to serve all mankind, and you will make an impact in someone's life. Choose to serve God. Choose to serve God's people, because God is a great God, and he will reward you openly for the prayers that you pray secretly. Remember, there's a way out of your mess, and it's JESUS. He loves you.
Where can you buy a brand new Nissan with a lifetime warranty? Kingston Pike. Hey, folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan. You heard it right. Every new Ted Russell Nissan comes with a lifetime warranty, and that's a long, long time. Ted Russell Nissan on Kingston Pike.
Good morning and welcome to AM 1380 WYSH and Ask Your Neighbor. Ask Your Neighbor can also be heard and seen on our website, WYSHradio.com. And if you are in Anderson, Rome, or Morgan County and have Comcast cable, you can watch Ask Your Neighbor on BBB TV Channel 12. Ask Your Neighbor is the program where you call in and do just that. Ask Your Neighbor. Do you have a comment? Do you have a problem? Or do you have a question? Then call in and ask your neighbor. 865-457-1380 or toll free at 877-711-4005. And for those of you that might be listening or watching on the internet, you can email from our website, WYSHradio.com. Just click on the Contact Us button and email your questions. Now sit back and listen as listeners throughout East Tennessee and the entire world answer your questions on Ask Your Neighbor on BBB TV 12 and AM 1380 WYSH.
Welcome to Ask Your Neighbor. We're still here, ready to talk to anybody who has a question for their neighbor out there today. So if you have any kind of question about what's going on here in East Tennessee, you can ask your question on the air live, and then other people out there listening might have a response for you or more questions to add to it. So if you have a question you want to ask your neighbor, you can call in and ask right now. 865-457-1380 and toll free
at 877-711-4005.
And your we don't have a password. It's Ask
Your Neighbor, yes.
You don't have to give a password. You can just call in. If you just want to call in and say hey and tell us where you're calling from, let us know how far we're reaching, how many people are there ready to join us in asking your neighbor questions. So I don't know what to talk about. I know that I surely did enjoy William the Encourager with his message. Always. I love that. The way out of your mess.
Mm-hmm.
It's JESUS.
Yes.
That is wonderful. I've had a lot of friends lately who seem to be worried about this or that. Some unknowns for their future and that kind of stuff. But I've been there, done that, and I don't really worry about much of anything anymore. The only thing I think a lot about is making sure my daughter has food. I just always want to make sure she eats. She's always eating like a little bird, so I just always make sure. I'm always asking her, are you hungry? Are you hungry? You'd think that she would be like large, but she's not. She's tiny. She's way tiny, isn't she? She's a little bit and almost nothing. But, yeah, we're ready for you to ask any questions that you have. Maybe you have something that's been weighing on you and you want to share that. We can pray for you for sure. I started an actual prayer list. Before I was just writing prayer requests on the sheet that we write our trading time stuff on. But now I have an actual list that I'm keeping a running list. And if we get tons of names, we'll just share different ones each time just to keep it short and sweet, since none of our shows are actually for us just to have prayer time.
Right.
That would be freaking cool. Oh, yeah. And the Bible says not to worry about your life, what you'll eat or drink, or about your body, not even about what you'll wear. And, you know, the sparrows don't worry about what their next meal is going to be, and they're birds. How much more does God love us that he'll provide for us? So, yeah, I was saying a lot of people have been worried, and I just keep telling them, why are you worried? I mean, hardships happen, and oftentimes the things that are worried about are things that done happen before and just happening again. It's like, well, how did that come out? Fine. It sucked, but it came through fine. So I just keep telling them, like, you know, you don't have to worry. You know, you don't. Especially the ones who love our Lord and are following the Lord in the steps that he's walking with us in.
Mama Tracy's watching.
Hi, Mama. Hope you're feeling more better as the morning goes on. I know mornings are rough for most
people. If you have any questions, Mama, just let us know. Ask your neighbor or something.
Yeah. You don't necessarily have to call. Nicole is watching on Facebook.
Yep.
BBB Communications has you hooked up on social media. So if you go on any of your social media sites and you search for BBB Communications, their first video there on their feed will be live.
Yes.
It says live now, and you can go there, and you don't feel like calling in and you want to ask a question there. Would be totally fine.
Here we go.
Ask your neighbor. Ask your neighbor. Do you have a question?
Yeah. I'm trying to put you on mute.
Oh.
And my batteries are not working. I think they're dying on me.
Oh, no.
Okay. They used to advertise somewhere there in Clinton that there was a car lot that would get anybody credit.
Oh.
I got a friend needing credit. So if anybody knows what that car lot was, maybe they could come on and say.
Okay, yeah.
That's a good,
that's
a good question.
They'll give everybody credit. Don't matter what you got going on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to know what car dealership's doing that, so they can call here and share. Yes.
It would benefit me greatly if he had a car, because my autistic nephew needs help and can't really help him when he don't have a car.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, hopefully somebody will call in and tell you about that. I hope so. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Take care now. All right. If anybody knows about a car dealership that offers that credit to anyone who comes, no matter what your credit is, they'll help you out. You can call here and tell us about that place, 457-1380.
And toll free at 877-711-4005.
So you can ask your neighbor anything at all, and pray for them to have a car too.
Yes.
Yeah, that's important. If I had extra cars to give away, I totally would, man, in a heartbeat.
Yes.
I always give away whatever extra that I have. I'm just like, whatever. I don't need anything. As long as we have food and a place to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. Everything else is just a means to the end. Job, means to an end.
Temporary home.
There's not one thing in this world that's worth putting all your energy into. Mm-mm. No, a lot of people are job-driven, money-driven, you know. Some people are just driven by doing stuff for people, and sometimes that can get unhealthy, too.
Yes, it can.
You still have to work on your time with God and yourself, so got to be careful. Put too much investment into other people, it can drag you under, really, but you still care. Just got to have some boundaries, a little bit of boundaries. Make sure that you're taking care of you. I don't know why I'm talking about that. Ask your neighbor, do you have a question or a comment?
Well, I have a comment.
Sure.
Yesterday, you were talking about doing things for people. And we were coming out at the Clinton exit, coming up toward Walmart, and that back road that goes, and there was a young lady standing there at that corner, and I didn't know what the sign says till I got up there. But when we were coming up the hill, there was this gentleman walking from Harrison's, had his billfold in his hand, all the way from Harrison's parking lot, going up there to where she was standing on that corner. And, of course, I seen him about the time we got up there, he handed her 2 bills, which was probably 2 5s or 2 10s.
Yeah.
I thought that was, he walked all the way from Harrison's up there to give her money. And I seen on her little sign says, I need gas, I need food.
Oh.
And she was a young, pretty little lady, which maybe got stuck there and needed to go home or whatever. I thought that was such a wonderful thing for him to do.
That is very sweet.
But then when we went on up to Walmart, where you turn in to go to Walmart, and did our shopping, and come back around the way you come back to that corner where the red light is, not the lower red light, but the one where Walmart is now, and she was gone. So she must have took the money and got her some gas and got out of her situation. So many people, sometimes they'll say, well, they're homeless, or they just hand a handout or whatever. But you don't know that.
No.
Mm-mm.
And that's not their good judgment.
Right.
No.
Just go ahead and give them some money and be done with it.
Yep.
You know what I mean.
Oh, I get it.
Okay, I want to tell y'all about that. People need to go out of their way to help people who you don't really know. Like my dad says, you don't judge somebody unless you walked in their shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Don't have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank
you have a
you.
great day. That's a nice shirt.
Yes,
I
that
love
was
it when
good.
people help people. And, being in the church for all my life, and actually, being in the leadership for many, many years, gosh, decades now. I feel old. But a lot of people are afraid to help people because, they think they're going to go use it for drugs or alcohol but you know what? Are you God? Do you know what every person's life holds? Are you the one orchestrating their life? No, just yours. And so it's on you and God how that works out for the situation. Ask your neighbor. Do you have a question or a comment?
Good morning, girls.
Good morning, Nick. How's it going?
It's going, y'all.
Oh, still good. We're still doing it.
Yes.
Still doing it, yeah.
It's been such a long time since we spoke.
Oh, it has, yeah. It was raining here no crazy earlier a while ago a little bit, but it's sun's out for a little bit right now.
Oh, we don't have sun here.
I think so. It's trying to come out, looks like.
Yeah, it fights for it, don't it?
It does, yeah.
We'll just give it 5 minutes.
Exactly, yep, that's it.
It's coming out.
Wow, everybody came on and then went off.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's just these crazy girls.
I know, right?
It does, yeah.
Nicole can see online how many people are watching on Facebook, and it said 12, and then it went down to 4. And I was like, wow. They got on and said, oh, those crazy girls, and hung up and got off there. That's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right,
There's billions of people in this world, and we don't expect everyone to be like, oh,
no.
We want to see you.
We're not about us, okay? We're about everybody else. That's the whole point of the show.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, neighbors.
It's neighbors.
And we're all neighbors in East Tennessee here.
Sorry,
Yes, we
yeah.
are.
We are. If you're not, then you don't belong.
Nope.
They don't blind, exactly.
Sorry. Move along.
Yep.
There's
Hey,
plenty of,
Ronnie's done okay.
plenty of places to move to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that it might be getting less rainy, you going to do anything today?
I don't know.
Yeah. How about helping people? What do you think about helping people?
think it's good.
It is. I think it's good.
Yeah, it's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, we are. It's not about us.
Nope.
That's the first thing I learned in my Christian walk. It is not about me. It's not about me.
You go help your community the best way you know how. Even if it's $5, it's $5 towards the community.
God and others, man.
Yeah.
God and others. That's what
That's the whole purpose.
Stand right here firm with God and help others.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like Jesus did on the cross.
Yes, he did.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just pray for everybody. Like, I've been doing a lot of stuff. When I do the DoorDash driving, I pray all the time. I pray for people who drive like crazies. I prayed for the guy in the truck that kept running up on the people in front of him, like so close. And when I was like, dude, I waved to him. I was like, back up. I made like the motion with my hands. He just shrugged and tilted his head like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, well, it's your death, dude.
It is, yeah.
You gotta drive like that. I hope you don't hurt anybody else.
Exactly.
Hope not either, yeah.
I just keep my distance from drivers like that. I'll slow down and get over and everything. Just, if they're behind me, they can pass. Go ahead. I'm not in a big hurry to
get pulled over by the cops. Go ahead with your bad self.
Not in a big hurry to stand before God, and not just yet.
Exactly, yeah.
I got my little girl to get grown and on her own.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know she'd be all right because God would take care of her, but
He would, yeah.
So today's Saturday. No, it's not. Today's Monday. I keep thinking it's Saturday. Every time I think about today, I think it's Saturday.
It's Monday.
It feels like a Saturday. I guess that's a good thing because that means it's a good day.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a Monday.
I don't know.
It feels like Monday, honey.
I like feeling like it's Saturday on a Monday. It feels good.
It does, yeah.
Well, I don't know what
Do you have any questions to ask your neighbor, Nick?
No.
No?
I got a question for my neighbor. Can you please keep the radio down? No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. They're good. My neighbors are good. All right, Nick, we got somebody else calling. Thanks for calling, and we'll talk to you probably tomorrow?
Probably tomorrow, yeah.
Okay, take care, buddy.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Ask your neighbor, do you have a question or a comment?
Well, yeah, I just got a little comment to make.
Okay, Wilson.
Thousands of times or more. I always, if somebody rides my bumper or acts like they're trying to pass, I look for a place to pull over and let them go on by.
Yep. It's the best way.
But I want to tell you, I just want to tell you what happens. Anytime you pull over, slow down, and let somebody pass, they'll speed up and pass you at 100 miles an hour, or as fast as they can go, and then they'll turn off at the next road, to the left or right, and you'll have to wait on them to turn off.
Oh, my goodness. I never had that happen. You know what I've had happen? They'll honk, and I've even had people flip me off. I'm like, seriously, I'm helping you out. You're in a hurry. I am not. Like I said, it's your death wish.
There's road rage out there, let me tell you.
Gosh,
and
I never
crazy
had
people out there.
I never had nobody pull over and be like that except for one time, and I've asked for forgiveness. I'm sure the Lord's forgiven me, but I did flip a guy off one time, and I'll never do it again because that guy slammed on his brakes and stopped and wanted me to come up next to him, and I was like, no, sir. Forgive me for that. I won't do it no more. Well, Wilson.
You just told him you was just teasing. You'll never do it again.
Yes. I learned my lesson. I tell people, I'm like, you be careful because you don't know who has a gun. You don't know. You could piss some people get road rage. They get crazy. There's
a lot of people get road rage.
Yeah.
You just have to pray for them and hope they get better.
Amen to that. Well, Wilson, we got another caller. You got anything else to add?
No, you just got to remember that everybody has problems and circumstances that you don't know about. So you just have to bend over backwards and get along with them the best you can.
Amen to that. Well, thanks, Wilson. We hope you have a good day.
Thank you, and talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Oh, we just missed him. So close. I don't know what just happened there. That was odd, wasn't it?
Yes.
The light went off, but you were still on speaker. Maybe it didn't quite press.
Connect.
I don't know, but go ahead and call back. We've got the lines back open again. It's 457-1380.
And toll free at 877-711-4005. Just in case.
Another Bible verse is Matthew 6:34. I like it. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. And it will. Trust me. You don't have to even consider it. My husband likes to think ahead, and I know that it's good and responsible to, keep with your calendar, but I just check my calendar a couple times. I know what I got to do tomorrow, and it's written down, so I don't have to worry because I'm going to look at it tomorrow, and I'll know what I got to do. But he wants to talk about we're like Friday night. So Monday, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, can we have the weekend, please? I know you want to worry about this, that, and the other, but we'll get it. We'll get it done when it's time.
Okay. There's 2 of them.
Okay. Ask your neighbor, can you please hold?
Sure enough.
Thank you. Ask your neighbor, do you have a question or comment?
Is this WYSH?
It is. We're on the live program, Ask Your Neighbor.
Ask your neighbor. Can I ask my neighbor something now?
Please do. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, go right ahead. You can. Go ahead.
I have a bedroom suit that I'd like to give away. It's a bed, a mattress, and chest, and dresser, and mirror. If anyone would like to have it, they're more than welcome to it. My number is 865-630-1546.
630-1546. Awesome. Thanks for that. That'll help someone
You're welcome.
out. You have a good day.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you for holding. Do you have a question or comment?
Yes, I do. Did you girls go see Con Hunley this past weekend?
No.
Well, I heard about it. I seen it online, but no, we didn't.
I think Jasper may have went up there. I'm not sure.
Probably so. Yes, he did, because he was telling me something about it. He texted me for a list of names so he could give out a winner or something like that.
Oh, okay then. I had a question for you too there. Jay Carter, I hadn't seen him in 2 or 3 days. Is he on vacation or something?
No, he asked us to fill in for him on Saturday, and he's actually picked up some hours doing some remotes, like being out in the community, and I run the boards here for him, and he's out there talking to people at the businesses that advertise with us. So he's been working. He's been around.
Helping out Jasper a little bit, I guess.
Yes, he is. Yeah, they're kind of doing it together. It's pretty cool.
Well, I heard you all talking about people following each other close and all that other stuff there. It kind of reminded me of this girl that I'm good friends with there. It happened to her. It's been a few years back there, whatever. But anyway, she had pulled up to, I don't remember if it was a stop sign or a red light, and her car died on her.
Oh.
And she's sitting there trying to get it started, and the people behind her, blowing the horn just continuously, whatever. And she got a little ill about it, and she jumped out and went back to the car behind her that was blowing the horn and said, "Look, my car won't start. I'm not sure what's wrong with it. If you want to go try to start it, I'll sit in your car and blow the horn for a while."
I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, this worked out.
Oh, my goodness. I've gotten out of the car and told someone something before,
But
too.
I think the person kind of felt a little bit stupid then,
Then you should feel bad for someone having a hard time like that.
Oh, I know it there. People, I don't know, it's worse now than it used to be, but people don't have any patience whatsoever anymore.
Nope.
They don't have any patience, and it seems like that they're always in a hurry.
Yes.
Like they should have left, a half hour ago there, but they waited till the last minute, and they're just trying to make up for what time they didn't leave.
It happens a lot. It sure does. And they hurry up to get to a stop sign. They hurry up so fast, and then they end up stopping anyway.
Yeah.
Past 2 or 3 cars there, and then they had to stop at the same red light.
Exactly.
Well, you really gained a lot of ground.
That's what I say all the time. He's gaining a lot of ground. There you go.
Oh, yeah. I watch all my mirrors. You know, I'm mostly out the front window, but I'll see people behind me in the rear view driving like crazy, weaving in and out of traffic just to get stuck behind a pickup truck or something up ahead. You know, I can't go nowhere. What are you going to do, push them along?
Yeah, really. Did y'all hear anything about a wreck on Saturday up in front of Ray Varner?
I did not.
Mm-mm.
There's been a bad wreck up there.
Oh, no. That's awful.
3 cars. I think they took 4 of them to the hospital or whatever. I didn't know if y'all had heard anything about that or not.
I did.
My son was in a car accident, not a bad one. They got hit from behind at a stoplight, and they both went to the hospital. They're okay, but
anymore when you drive there, I tell, of course, my son, he's 40-something years old now, but I tell him, you know, you don't think about it as much when you're driving there, but you need to always, if you can, try to drive defensively.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Look in your mirrors and around you and everything else there at all times.
Right.
You never know what's going to happen.
I think that everybody should have to take defensive driving course. I did that, and I learned a whole bunch of things. And, like, sometimes you have to speed up to avoid an accident. Sometimes you swerve.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you have to slam on the brakes. But you have to be able to judge by watching those other vehicles and what they're doing. And it's like, I learned how to watch like a hawk.
Well, the lady that hit my son and his girlfriend in the car she came up and she said, "I'm sorry for hitting you," but she was drunk.
Oh.
Like she was acting drunk.
I'm sorry, but I was drunk. Okay, that makes it all right.
I'm like, wow.
Oh, Lord.
But the police were involved. They went to the hospital. They were checked out, so they're okay. And the car is okay, just barely paint on the bumper, but still, it could have been a lot worse.
Oh, absolutely could have there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, did you all celebrate Cinco de Mayo yesterday?
No.
We kind of celebrated May the 4th. Star Wars Day.
Yeah, May the 4th be with you.
Oh, I thought you was going to say, well, yeah, I circled Taco Bell.
Wait, I did go to Taco Bell.
Did celebrate.
I did go to Taco Bell.
Oh, wow. Well, I think most of the time on Cinco de Mayo, the Mexican places are usually slammed.
Oh, yeah.
I never even thought about checking it out on Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, I told everybody it was about the battle, you know, and I said that's why they party because of the
it's like
celebration.
It's
of
like their
day
Independence Day.
Yes.
That's cool.
Well, you had your Taco Bell, so I guess that's close enough.
I guess so.
All right, listen, you girls have a good day. Nice
You
talking to
too. You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Well, good. This show's getting close to being over already.
Yeah.
I like it when we get some callers.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Yeah. Or comments?
Comments, yeah.
Because we're talking about driving habits today.
Yeah.
I got to say, people, there's a couple of things that people do wrong often. Okay. You got to wait till your turn. And when you turn, you got to stay in your lane. You can't get over into the far lane. That's illegal. It's the only thing I got wrong on my driver's test. The lady told me, she's like, "Oh, you're supposed to get into your immediate lane and signal to get over." And I'm like, "Oh, because other cars might be turning from the other way. They have the right of way too."
Yeah.
Ask your neighbor, do you have a question or comments?
No, but the guy that was just on there a few minutes ago, they said on the news last night that one person passed away that was in that accident near Ray Varner Ford.
Oh, what a shame. We'll have to pray for them.
Yeah, that's what they were telling on Channel 10.
Okay.
I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know.
Okay, thank you
so much.
That's exactly what we needed. Thank you very much. You have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yes, that's what we need. People to call in and comment about stuff.
Yes.
And what else? That's about it. Just comment and ask questions. We still have a little over 10 minutes, so if you want to call in and still ask a question or share a comment about something. I'll tell you one thing. My biggest thing about driving is just the people on my rear end. That's my biggest thing, is the people on the rear end, and it's because I was in a car accident where I was in the middle car and smashed between two cars. And so It's like being in 2 accidents, and it's awful. And me and my sister both had real bad whiplash. My aunt broke her back. A friend of ours broke his elbow, got broken. And a couple others in the car in front of us. The guy behind us that hit us in the first place, he hit us because he was going really fast and watching a Corvette convertible full of half-naked women driving by on the opposite lane, and he wasn't looking. My mom said she could see him in the rear view mirror coming, and he was looking sideways at those girls going by. Ran into us, silver Trans Am, just floored right into the back of us, and then we slammed into my aunt's car, and it wasn't fun. So my mom's car took it on both ends, got squished. My mom was okay. She didn't have anything wrong, but everybody else did, something or another. But me, my sister, and my friend were in the back seat of the first car that got hit, the one in the middle, and the whole back end was like crushed forward. Mm-hmm. But thank God it wasn't worse. That would have really sucked. Would have really sucked. So I don't like it when people get up close behind me, and I hope that people don't get up close. Even if you're at the stoplight, there ain't no reason to be 1 foot from the car in front of you. I like to keep it to where I can see the ground between me and the car in front of me. It's usually about 3 feet. But when I'm driving, it's 2 car lengths. Like, you're legally supposed to stay 2 car lengths away from the vehicle in front of you. Mm-hmm. And when there's a big vehicle that you can't see the driver because they're like in a big box truck or a semi, you're supposed to be able to see their side view mirrors at all times. If you can't see their face in that side view mirror, then you're too close. Mm-hmm. It's just what it is. I just learned the law. Yeah. Defensive driving was a big deal, and it is a big deal. I have been able, praise the Lord, to avoid accidents. Swerved around a couple vehicles, had to slam on the brakes a few times. Mm-hmm. Hurry up to swerve over to get out of the way. That's happened. But I had a lady once hit my car. I was getting over into the left turn lane, and she was coming out of a parking lot to turn into my same left turn lane. Yeah. And thank God, our cars were covered in about 1.5 inches, no, more than that. It was probably 3 inches worth of snow and ice. So our cars literally both just like she just missed my side view, and both of our cars just slid. Did not damage our cars at all. We just slid on the ice next to each other. Wow. That's the worst accident that I've been driving. So I'm like, thank you. Other than when I hit the parking meter. But I mean, car on car accident, that was it. I swear. I've almost been in a car accident with other people driving, and I'm just, I like to drive myself. Most people I know haven't had defensive driving course training, so here we go. I recommend it if you want to stay a little safer driving. Ask your neighbor, do you have any questions or comments today?
Yes, I was going to tell you about, you're talking about the way people drive and stuff. Yeah. I had a light motorcycle accident, and my bike's laying in the road, and I'm trying to get it out, and some woman starts blowing her horn because I'm not dragging my bike off the highway fast enough.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
And I thought that was kind of, a little bit much.
Yeah, heaven forbid that. Oh, she really would have been honking if you weren't okay and couldn't get out of the way. Come on. Seriously.
That's that.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you're okay. Thanks for sharing. Wow, yeah. Motorcycle safety. Yes. Big deal. That's what another thing you got to really look. Most people will just look and look. I'm like, look, and you always look to the side you're turning. In front of first. So if you're pulling out the traffic going towards you, on the road closest to you, you have to look that direction first. You're always supposed to look left. I think it's always left because that's your immediate lane. Yeah. So you want to make sure, but you look left, right. Yeah. But I look left, right. And as I'm turning, I'm still going left, right.
Well, you never know. These cars can come out of nowhere.
Where I live, they do. Yeah. The speed limit goes, it's 45, but people are going like 55, 60, 65,
70. Like, it's zooming.
They'll come around the curve And at first you can tell, I mean, you can see them. You can see their car pick up the gas and roll back a little as they zoom forward.
Yeah.
You can see the speed of them increase as it's coming towards you.
Yeah.
And it's like they come around that curve and my turn is right, not that far.
Yeah.
So if somebody gets into the turn lane in front of me where they're not supposed to be, they're supposed to be turning in the road behind me, I can't see. And they can see. Their road is straight.
Yeah.
You know, mine is a curve that I can't see them picking up that speed, and I can't turn if I can't see. So I'll get out. I'll just get back into the lane and go around these people.
Yeah.
It's safer. Or I'll just be like, go.
Yeah, hurry.
Okay, we got a caller. Yay. Ask your neighbor, do you have a question or comment?
I have a comment, just a word of advice.
Yes.
I always do not put yourself in a position that people on either side of you might be in a blind spot. Make sure you either back off and let them get a little bit ahead of you, or speed up and go on by the blind spot with the side view mirrors looking at you.
Amen to that. Yeah, there have been close calls on the highway. My own self, that blind spot. Yeah, we gotta watch.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's a good comment.
Yeah.
The blind spot. That's I recently really went good after I went to Indiana, because it happened once on the road.
Yeah.
Somebody did it to me, and of course I get all upset. You know, hey, stay in your lane, yada yada. They can't hear me, but then here I go and I do it, and I'm like, oh God, I didn't see this car. Like, it was just in that spot. So I've adjusted my mirrors to now I can see. And the blind spot isn't such a blind spot anymore because I got the extra mirrors.
Yeah.
So I can really see. And yeah, I've slowed down on getting over. I look a lot more. Yeah, definitely. The looking around at everything is really important. Not at everything, just in your mirrors, checking your close vicinity, what's going on. Like, I think people probably think I'm crazy, so I'm just like driving, looking over here, driving, look over here, driving, look over here, driving, constantly looking at my rear view. Except for when I'm on the highway going on a long trip. I like to cruise. Put it on cruise control and just watch all the traffic.
Yeah.
And I don't have to look down at my speedometer too, because that's another thing. I'm always looking at my speedometer.
Yeah.
Always. Can't help it.
Yeah, we don't want tickets.
Nope, I don't want tickets.
I don't want to go to jail.
I don't want no accidents.
Mm-mm.
Don't want to go to jail. Nope. We always wear our seatbelts now. I mean, I remember when we didn't wear seatbelts as kids in the back. We used to climb up into the back window, and my dad would slam on the brakes so we could all. That's how safe we were back in the day.
I know. We laid in the back seat.
We had
even though when you did have high seats in the sit-in, that we got out of them.
We had a Pinto with a hatchback.
Yeah.
And we would get in back there and just lay down.
Yeah.
Just be laying back there, playing with our dolls.
Laying in the back of trucks, just whatever.
We didn't have to wear seatbelts and stuff. So, heck, my grandma would be driving around with a beer in the cup holder. With her beer cozies, drinking her beer.
It's not good.
We're just in the back seat, no seatbelts, goofing around.
Don't let your grandparents fool you, kids. No.
Yeah, times have definitely
changed. Yes.
Some for the better, some not.
Yeah.
My eyes keep watering. Well, we only got a few minutes left, so if anybody else wants to call in, ask a question of your neighbor or anything. Nobody's called in and let us know about a car dealership that offers to help you even if you don't have good credit. If you know about one of those, give us a call real quick. Let us know what dealership it is, where it's at. Our number here is 457-1380.
And toll free at 877-711-4005.
And we have about 6 minutes left, 5 minutes or so. So if you want to get two last
Another
calls
question or comment?
Yep, you got a question, you got a comment. We're kind of just got to talking about driving safety.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe next time we come in, we can get an officer to call in and talk to everybody a little bit about their experiences with people, because I'm sure their experiences are endless, crazy experiences. I was saying earlier, you never know who has a gun.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a time before I moved here, I was up in Indiana, in the Chicagoland area, not actual Chicago, but I lived on the outskirts, and it's like an hour outside of Chicago, everywhere is like Chicagoland.
Yeah.
It's like many miles. And there was a time when the local police station, the chief had put out rules, excuse me. And the rules, new rules were that no officer could pull someone over on their own. Like, they can't get out of the car. They can pull them over, but they have to wait for another officer vehicle to come.
Yeah.
Okay. Because at the time, there were a whole bunch of shootings going on, and they would, the chief would make sure that everybody got those videos to see. Like, they had to watch videos of these police cams showing these awful things that happen on the highways and the roads when you pull people over. And I remember when I heard about it, it was because this van had people in it and they all jumped out and started shooting the police.
Oh.
And that's a scary thing, man. I would love to hear the police tell us about things.
Yeah.
Ask your neighbor, do you have any questions or comments?
Yeah, how you doing there?
Good, how are you?
Oh, pretty good. I've been a truck driver for 30-some years, riding all over the country, and Canada and everywhere else and everything. They turn around and people drive crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. They don't have no patience, like you said. I mean, I've seen women before driving down there in L.A. and go all the way from the pass lane, which 5 lanes over, and get off the next exit and everything like that. Be speeding down through there. 3 kids standing up in the back seat like that, and then whip all the way over 5 lanes, get off the exit. But yeah, I got all kinds of crazy people out there. Some women picking on makeup, some guys shaving, going down the road, newspapers, everything else.
Oh, Lord. Oh, I remember a guy I went to church with. He would read books while he drove. What? Reading a book while you drive down the road? That's just, wow.
Oh, I know it, yeah. They'll read books like that and everything else like that behind the steering wheel.
Oh, my.
Like that, going down the road. Everything like that. All kinds of crazy stuff. I mean, you know, luckily I drove all them years and never had an accident. It was my fault and everything. Accident, ice and snow and everything else like that. But it's you just got to know when to stop and pull over.
Yeah.
Everything.
Slow down and have some patience.
Yeah, I always told my wife when she drove a truck and everything, I told her, I said, 90% defense, 10% offense.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to get a fuel to get out in the lane when you're merging, like that, to fit in, and things like that. But anyway, I just want to call and let you know.
That's cool. Thank you so much. You be safe out there.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I have, okay, when it comes to the smaller vehicles like motorcycles and that, and then the big trucks, I have a tendency to just let them go on and be. I'll slow down and let the semi-trucks get over. I can see that they're coming up on, this is the defensive driving. I see that a vehicle is about to come up on another vehicle way up there, and they're probably going to get over to go around that vehicle. Yeah. I just anticipate that, and I let them. And if it's a semi-truck driver and he's trying to hurry a haul and the other one's going slow, he's not in a hurry, I'll flash them over, let them go. And I love it because they'll set their flashers and they'll blink and say thank you.
Yeah.
I love that. And when they let me in, I'm like, flashers, thank you. So if you've ever seen somebody just flash, it's either a warning to slow down and back off, or it's a thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we got to go. It was cool talking to everybody. I really hope that more people will be a little more cautious when they're driving. Just be careful. And set a good example for the younger.
Yes, the other generations are coming up.
Yeah.
Set a good example.
You have no idea how many of those cars are kids with a permit.
Yes.
Okay, because kids have the permits longer now.
Yes.
So you got to be careful. Everybody should have a student driver sticker. A little magnet student driver. I've seen
the teenagers do very well. I've seen
sure.
do very well.
But they're not as experienced.
To know.
You got to have confidence when you're driving. When you're not confident and you're nervous, that's when accidents happen. You just got to know what you're watching happening and pay attention, not be looking at your phone and not be changing the radio station. Mine's got buttons. I don't have to look. I just do it. Spoiled a little bit. Well, thank you, everybody who called. Everybody who tuned in today, for the 12 viewers that left.
I know. Thank you.
And I hope everybody has a good day.
Yeah.
We won't be here tonight.
Nope.
There'll be no one here tonight for Trading Time. So if it is on, it's a repeat play. So you don't want to waste your time calling in because you're not going to get through. It's just going to ring, and there's no answer machine. So it just rings and then hangs up on you. That's how it works. And then tomorrow morning, Trading Time at 9 a.m. And then Ask Your Neighbor again. Call in and bug Ron for a little while.
Yeah.
Give him lots of work to do. Tell him Nicole and Melissa said call and keep him busy.
Yeah. Keep him busy, y'all.
Well, you guys take care, and we will talk to you again Tuesday night. And, right?
Tuesday night.
And so we just say thank you for tuning in to
Ask Your Neighbor, Ask Your Neighbor, and WYSH.
And we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you for tuning in to WYSH.
Thank you for listening to AM 1380 WYSH and Ask Your Neighbor. Make sure you tune in at 10 a.m. each day, Monday through Friday, right here on AM 1380 WYSH and BBB TV 12. Or listen live online at WYSHradio.com. And remember, if you have a question, comment, or problem, call in tomorrow and ask your neighbor. Or email from our website. It's Ask Your Neighbor. Thanks for listening.